Hi, good evening. Today I was at a conference, a women's empowerment conference called Womenomics in Copenhagen, and a lot of amazing stuff was talked about. One of the award winners called Simi Jan, she was receiving an award. She's a journalist who goes to war zone areas to report stories of people who cannot be able to tell their stories at the moment. And she said one important thing that I remember that will stay with me is that if you can, tell the stories of the ones who can't, who don't have the opportunity to tell those stories as of the moment. And it's because if we don't do that, they remain just as numbers. And by doing that, we dehumanize them. If we can't tell their stories, they are not human. They're just numbers. And she was speaking of an example, I think it's when Kabul fell, and the airports were closed down. And therefore, a lot of international media was locked out, and she was lucky to be there. But at the same time, a lot of government leaders, they were talking about how they have been able to evacuate their own troops and everything was fine and peaceful. But she was able to tell the stories of the children who are running around without finding their parents, or the women who watch their children being murdered. And that is what it is to be a witness. That is what we are called to do as witnesses. She also went ahead, I really love this woman, she also went ahead and talked about the idea of the people who've been there before her, of what those people who have fought the fight for us, so that we can be able to do what we're doing. We have to remember to love them, to send them love, to send them love and best wishes, to know, to recognize what they did for us to be where we are. So my message tonight is be a witness. Tell the story of the ones who cannot tell their own stories as of now. So I hope you have a good evening, and I want to hear what you think about this. And yes, if there's a person in your life who has fought the fight for you to be where you are, for you to be able to take stuff for granted that you do, send them love. Be it your parent, be it a guardian, be it a stranger. I hope you have a good evening, and thank you for watching. Bye.